We're going to attempt to read for 24 hours. This is a 5-star. Hello my lovelies, welcome back. My name is Vidi for those of you who are new here. This is why I started now because they're constructing outside my building. I have to do this intro now, quick. Long story short, we're going to attempt to read for 24 hours, but rather than doing 24 consecutive hours, because I'm still not there yet, I want to see how long it will take me to complete the 24 hours. So I will have a timer on. So I will have a timer on for 24 hours and I will see how long it takes me during the week to complete it. This one is going to be a spoiler-free reading vlog. Considering that they're about to start, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. So grab a drink, get cozy, and let's jump on to the next scene where I actually start reading. We're back in my little corner of the couch and we're gonna go ahead and start reading and start the timer. Before we start, I want to show you all what I'm reading. I'm reading something on my Kindle and I'm actually very excited to be starting this. We're reading Binding 13, right? That's what it's called. Yeah, Binding 13. I started it last night, but I only got up to chapter 2. And so far, I know this is going to be a heavy book. We're gonna go ahead and start my timer. This is really cute, actually. I want the physical copy. I might literally go and buy the physical copy today because I want the physical copy of this. I'm enjoying this way too much and that was just chapter 3. I'm going to go ahead and start my timer now. So we're back to 23 hours and we're gonna read for a bit. And then we'll move to the couch again. Oh, never mind, he's joined me up here. Are you comfortable here? Made it to chapter 6. Love it. Pausing the timer. We got 22 hours and 45 minutes to go. Hardly any damage. I really do want a copy of this book. Oh, he's on my lap and I can't get up. I'm gonna start my timer. I'm gonna go ahead and read for the remainder of the night. I've done everything I had to do. I was extremely tempted to run to Barnes & Noble before they closed, but I changed into my PJs and I don't want to change again. I should not buy the book. I might, but I should not. We're gonna go ahead and start the timer. We're at 22 hours and 45 minutes and I can probably read for another 2 hours right now. We've moved from the couch to the bed. I'm gonna pause my timer. We have 19 hours left and 52 minutes and we made it to chapter 19. It's taking me everything to put this book down because I'm big time cheesing. I really like it. I'm enjoying myself so much, but I have pole early tomorrow morning and I need to go to bed. So we'll pick this up tomorrow. We made it to chapter 24. I'm pausing the timer here. I've got a little bit over 19 hours to go and I'll pick it up later. I want to go buy the physical book later, so maybe y'all will see that next. We'll see. We're gonna go pick up the book. I walked for an hour with my dog to come here, so let's go pick up the book. As y'all saw, I went and picked up Binding 13. I realized that in my last clip, it sounded like I walked to Barnes & Noble for an hour. No, I went out to the park and walked my dog for an hour and then passed by Barnes & Noble really quick. That's why I said I walked for an hour. I passed by Barnes & Noble. Tell me why they only had 2 copies left, and the first copy, as y'all saw, was damaged so severely that it was 15% off. And I'm like, no,
I am not buying a copy that's damaged.
And so I looked everywhere and finally found this copy in their little display section of store favorites or fan favorites, something like that, and found the remaining copy that was in good condition. So here we are. We're gonna go sit on my little corner at the couch. I've turned on the candles. We'll leave the light on, the big light, just for you all, just so y'all can see better. I just noticed this past hour, I forgot to resume my timer. We're going to adjust the timer because rather than 19 hours, it should be 18 hours. Sadly, my timer doesn't say 24 hours anymore. Okay, I'm gonna stop the timer because I have to go to sleep. We are pausing at 17 hours and we are in chapter 39 and I'm not crying. I literally yawned and my eyes got watery. I'm tired. Okay. Oh my god, my throat. It is day 3 of this challenge. I already read a little bit this morning, but I'm going to read a little bit more while I eat my breakfast. We're a little bit over halfway through the book, and I like this book so much I got a physical copy. So what else is there to say? We're gonna go ahead and start the timer. I'm liking it. It is getting a little bit repetitive at the moment just because anytime something happens, we see the perspective of the male love interest and him talking to his friend about what's going on, which is cute, but then we're kind of reading the same scene over and over again. And I think the only other thing that I'm not a huge fan of, I understand that they have to make an emphasis of how tiny she is, but they mention it like every other page, how small she is. She's just like this tiny little thing. And I'm just like, dude, some of the stuff could be cringy and some of the stuff could be kind of like, really? But I'm having so much fun reading the book regardless. So yeah, I'm gonna pause it here. Okay, friends, it's been a really long day today. Another long one. Yesterday was work, today's just life, the world. I'm gonna go to Cork in 2005. I'm gonna resume my timer now. I know I'm going to regret this because it's morning time. I have to charge my phone too. But I have maybe like less than 50 pages. And I wanted to finish this last night, but I was so tired. We're gonna go ahead and start our timer. I'm gonna regret this because I'm going to want to continue to read, but I'm gonna have to go to work. Resuming our timer, we got 13 hours and 50 minutes to go. I'm using my breakfast as a way to hold my book. I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna start eating and reading. I'm gonna go get my iPad because this keeps closing on me. I'll be back. I might have said iPad, but I meant Kindle. There's 6 more chapters left, and some of these chapters are so short, and some of them are like 30 pages long. We love Gibbs. We're gonna move to the couch. According to this, I have 20 minutes left in the book. I think I might be able to finish it. Okay, I have my emotional support dog right here. Emotional support dog, don't move. Hi, baby. I love you so much. I have basically 13 hours left on the timer right now. And as you all saw this morning, I finished Finding 13. And when I tell you it's taking me everything to not go and run to the bookstore to get book number 2, so much self-control right now. Because I could also just read it on my Kindle, but I know myself. If I jump straight to the second book, I'm not going to enjoy the second book. I'm going to probably skim it because I just want a resolution. So rather than doing that to myself, I'm going to take a break from it, put it to the side, and pick up the second book next month, or at least towards the end of the month, if anything, once I have gone through my physical TBR. But boy, oh boy, I loved this book. This was almost a 5-star rating for me. Almost. I have never rated a book with a quarter rating, but this is a 4.75. It was so close to a 5-star. The only reason why it's not a 5-star is because there were moments in the book where it felt like we were going a little bit in circles because it was a little bit of the same story over and over again. And it's a pretty big book with very thin pages. I feel like if it was just slightly shorter, it would have been a 5-star. But I love the characters. I love the build-up. There was so much depth to it. It wasn't just a silly little romance book. I don't know why I pushed this so much. So many people recommended this and I kept pushing it. This story basically follows our two main characters, Johnny and Shannon. Shannon is a bullied child that gets pulled from her high school that she's currently in and put into this new private school. She has a very difficult life. She has been bullied her whole life and she is in an abusive household. So there is a lot of triggering topics that we cover in this book. So there's a content warning page at the beginning. Definitely look into that because there's heavy topics and it's on page as well. So yeah, it follows the story of Shannon who starts this new school, and on her first day, she gets hit with a rugby ball and basically gets a concussion, and it was just a disaster, right? So she thinks she's getting bullied again. But in reality, Johnny was just having an episode. That sounds wrong. Johnny was just having a moment, not an episode, where things kind of just like spiraled out of control. He kicked the ball and accidentally hit her. He feels so bad. He's constantly trying to apologize and make up for it and stuff like that. And he just gets this very protective feeling around her and always wants to protect Shannon. Basically, it just follows the story of Shannon and Johnny kind of like navigating through high school, their romance and stuff like that. However, as big as this book is, it builds the chemistry, it builds the tension, it builds that crush into like a much higher feeling. While the book can be cringy because when I tell you, they say she's tiny almost in every chapter, I mean it. This girl is tiny and they want to make sure you know that. So aside from the cringy dialogue that we get here and there, and there's a lot of crude dialogue as well because we're talking about teenage boys, I feel like it doesn't feel super cringy because it's supposed to have Irish slang since this is supposed to be taking place in Cork in 2005 actually. I really did enjoy it. I had a lot of fun reading this. I care so deeply for these characters. I really want to read the second book really badly. So I'm so glad I did pick it up, and I'm going to take a breather, put this to the side, and we're going to go ahead and move on to our next book. Considering the way Finding 13 ended, I wanted something cozy. I wanted something cute. I wanted something fluffy. I only have one option for that in my TBR, and that is The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. I have absolutely no idea what this book is about, but if we're going based off the cover, it looks cozy. Like I said, I have 13 hours to go. It is day 4 of this challenge, and I'm really hoping I can finish this challenge in a week because 24 hours feels so hard to complete right now. As suspected, Wednesdays and Thursdays I read the least because I go to the gym and I don't have time to read in the evenings till literally like right before bed. And technically I'm supposed to be going to sleep at 9:30, but I've been going to sleep at 10. So we're gonna go ahead and start our timer. We're at 12 hours and 43 minutes left.
This is typically what you would do.
I feel like I'm picking up such good books lately that it's making it hard for me to go to sleep on time. I'm going to pause my timer now. We're at 11 hours and 35 minutes. We made it to chapter 6. This has been such a cozy story. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. A fantasy, cozy, small town kind of situation, right? Except she's in an island and everything's so whimsical and fun. I guess I'm gonna talk about it. Basically, our story starts off with our main character Keela running away from the city that she lives in. She is a librarian in the Great Library of Elysium, and so she basically was kind of like living in the library. The library, those books were her world, and her assistant Cass. And they end up running away with some stolen books, trying to protect as many books as possible, and go to this island of Caltray, which is where she was born. And so she's kind of trying to learn how to adapt. And our main character, she seems to be very introverted because obviously, literally, she had no friends. The books were her world. She's very introverted, and her social battery is so easily drained, and it's so relatable. I'm so excited to just see her grow, see her open up and trust the people around her and stuff like that. Very fun. Loving this book. But yeah, we're gonna stop here because I am tired. Day 5 of the challenge. We got 11 hours and a half to go, basically. So we're going to go ahead, resume. Are we too far? Should I zoom in? The color is going to be changing because we have our mood lighting. We are so cozy right now. So absolutely cozy right now. We have our book. We don't have our phone. We have our phone, and we're going to start the timer. We're at 11 hours and 20 minutes. We have our festive drink. This is an alcoholic drink. I am of age to drink. It's the pumpkin cider. It has pumpkins on it. So excited. We're going to try it. We have our cozy, relaxing nook, deep forest melodies, magical music, and fire sound playing in the background. Well, I will press play once I start reading. What do people do? They like tap, tap, tap. And then, wait, hold on. Let me actually stand up. I don't know how to open cans, okay? I usually use spoons. Aesthetics. Aesthetics. Yum. It smells like pumpkin. Ooh. We're gonna go ahead and press play. Nope, wrong remote. And start our timer. Wait, hold on. I gotta show y'all the vibes. The vibes. Ready? The vibes. Then we have the vibes. Then we have the vibes. We're realsies now. I am loving this book. I feel like our main character Keela is such a socially awkward person, and I can see frustrations with her and like how people might not really like her as a character because she just doesn't really know how to ask for help, doesn't know how to speak with others and stuff like that, and is just keeping a lot of secrets to herself. But I'm actually really enjoying this character a lot because you could see that she is trying to grow and she's still keeping boundaries. I feel like it makes sense that she went through a traumatic experience, hasn't acknowledged that she went through a traumatic experience because she's not ready to basically fall apart, is not comfortable trusting other people because she's in a completely new place after escaping said traumatic experience, and is trying to basically start her life all over. I don't know. I feel like I just rambled on. We have 9 hours and 28 minutes left. I wanted to read a little bit more. I was hoping to get up until 8 hours, but my eyes are getting a little bit tired from reading, and I think I'm just going to stop because I don't want to rush myself through reading this book. It's such a cozy book. Like, I will be making cinnamon buns at some point while reading this. We're back with the cozy shirt. You're going to just get literally a video of me on my couch. I'm sorry. I promise we'll take a field trip tomorrow. We will. We will. It's nighttime once again. I probably will only read for like 2 hours tops because I'm actually having movie night tonight because I fell asleep during the movie we were watching yesterday, so I have to make it up to him. We're gonna read our cozy book. We have 9 hours and 13 minutes left, and I actually ended up reading maybe like a chapter last night because when I did go to bed, I felt awake once more. And I'm just like,
should I read my Kindle for a bit?
And I did. I read one chapter from the Alien Cowboy Colonies. I forget what it's called. It's this book right here. And I literally could not keep my eyes open for longer than a chapter. So I put it down and went to sleep. That's why the time is different. I did try to record a little bit just to prove that I read. I'm gonna go ahead and get the house a little cozy. We're going to turn off the big lights and turn on the small lights. And yeah, let's just get our place cozy and then start reading. Oh, you didn't even see the lights turn on, did you? You turned on these lights. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Can y'all see? A vibe. Last thing to complete our cozy vibes is put on some cozy music. Now let's go actually start reading. I want to stay home because it's raining outside and it's so cozy. Just being wrapped in my blanket with my dog sounds so nice, but I have literally been doing that for the past few days and I promised a field trip. Last night I went to bed and I forgot to pause my timer until I woke up and remembered I had to pause my timer, because the thing is I went to bed and started reading my Kindle once more because I'm just like,
I'm not that tired yet.
lies. I probably read for a minute before I knocked out and I woke up and I paused my timer. So I have, according to this, 6 hours left, but it's very possible that I have around 7 hours rather than 6. I'm not going to adjust it because I genuinely don't know how much I read last night. What I do know is that we got up to chapter 19. I have no idea where my bookmark went. Like I mentioned, we're going to go to a coffee shop. It actually stopped raining now, and get some reading done just to kind of get out of the house, get out of this environment. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. Let's go figure out where I'm going because I have no idea what coffee shop to go to. So I have 4 hours and 48 minutes left. I'm going to read for the next 48 minutes so that I just have 4 hours left to read for the day. I'm going to finish this in the next hour, so I'm almost done. I'm in chapter 30. I am thoroughly enjoying this book. This is starting to feel like a 5-star for me. I know it might be too soon. It might be because it's my first cozy fantasy I've read, but this is starting to feel like a 5-star. So let's continue reading. I finished the book. I finished this book, and this is a 5-star. When it's a 5-star, I feel it like in my gut. I don't know how to explain it. It's a 5-star. I loved it. It might be because it's my first cozy fantasy ever, right? Yeah, I don't think I read a cozy fantasy before. I love the magic, the whimsy, the writing. There was a specific chapter 15. It had the most beautiful description. I felt like I was surrounded by magic in that moment. Like my eyes watered from the gorgeous scenery that they were describing. It was absolutely beautiful. And just overall, it had these moments where I was just so happy reading this book. I have no complaint. I enjoyed the writing. It was a cozy vibe. The creatures that you see, the imagination of this author, absolutely brilliant. I loved this book. I love the vibes of it all, and it is a 5-star for me. As for what I'm reading next, I do want to pick something else up and read for possibly 2 more hours since I have 3 hours and 56 minutes left. I'm trying to finish a good chunk of my reading today, so then tomorrow we can just wrap up this video. Now, I'm in between reading the Kindle book that I picked up, which was the Cowboy something. I don't know what it's called. I don't know if I should read that one because I already started it. I've only read 3 chapters, or if I should actually read something from my TBR, but we'll see what I pick up. I'll probably read for another hour or 2 hopefully today. So I've decided, and we're going to read, what is this book called? Resisting the Alien Rider. This is the Cowboy Colony Mail Order Bride series by Ursa Dax. We are technically in chapter 3, but if I'm being very honest with you all, because I read the first 3 chapters half asleep, I genuinely don't have much of an idea of what's going on. Since this is the third book, we are on our way to go drop off the bride to this other alien who broke his ankle on his way to meet his bride. The alien Garrick, he did not want a wife. He did not want a human wife, right? Now he's kind of stuck transporting this girl because of the broken ankle. And basically it's going to be a story between them two. I think I'm going to just start it from chapter 1 if I'm being honest. I'd rather just do that. It's 8:14. Probably read for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So we're gonna start our timer now. Cool. Okay. Chapter 1. Let's start all over. I am stopping my timer now. We're at 2 hours. We're in chapter 15, almost halfway through the book, 48% through the book. And I have an hour and 52 minutes left. I am having breakfast really quick and I'm going to go ahead and start my timer. I'm going to regret reading it right now because I don't have that much time to read. Yeah, let's read this. Chapter 16, pausing here, pausing my timer. An hour and 44 minutes left. If you like the Ice Planet Barbarian books, it kind of gives that same feel, except these don't feel as spicy as those. Most of these, this one obviously not, but the first two, they are in a marriage already. So they are married and they are just learning how to live with each other and learning how to be with each other. In this case, they're not married because Magnolia is not supposed to be Garrick's bride. Garrick rejected having a wife. That's the main issue in this book, is that we know Magnolia is not intended for Garrick. So we are trying to figure out how this is going to develop. But I'm really liking it. It's cute. It's adorable. I like a single parent trope. I'm not gonna lie. Like Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. That one. I love that one. Daddy Cade. What is that one called? Heartless, right? Kate's Story from Elsie Silver. Love that one. Like, I just really like when there's a kid in the mix because there tends to be more character depth to it. The kid sometimes softens the parent a little bit more, especially because a lot of these times it's like a grumpy sunshine trope as well. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm really excited. We are taking a later lunch than usual because I had a meeting. Starting our book, resume. Just so you know, I'm gonna have this, maybe I can have it here. Know that I'm like reading while eating. This is easier for me to manage. I'm gonna pause my reading now because I have to go to work, but we made it to chapter 24. So many things happened and so much of it was so cute. It's so nice to see I'm on minutes and not hours. We're going to finish reading later after work. Okay friends, final stretch. We got 49 minutes to go. I am comfy, we are cozy. We're going to put some K-pop Demon Hunter in the background. Just for music, just for vibes. There's 79% left on the book and 45 minutes. So we should technically be finishing these around the same time. I want like a lo-fi mix though. Lo-fi, let's go baby. We're gonna do this one. Ah, my battery is running low. I think it should be fine. Resume, let's go. I'm like, what is vibrating? My 24 hours are up. Timer. We did it! Yay! I got 6 minutes left in the book. I thought I was gonna finish the book before the timer, so hold on, let's finish the book and then I'll probably wrap up this video tomorrow anyway. That was adorable. I love these alien cowboy colony. It's a sweet little palate cleanser. It's spicy towards the end, but it's not as spicy as the Ice Planet Barbarians, as I mentioned. Very good book. so far from the 3 that I've read. I don't know how many are out right now. This one is my favorite. Garrick and Magnolia's story. And again, I think it's because of the single parent trope with like Killian involved, because Killian just kind of like softened Garrick even more. We'll go ahead and do a little wrap up tomorrow. I might rate this, or you know what, let's rate the book now and then close the video tomorrow. I think I'm gonna rate this a 4.5 out of 5. 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. It was cute, it was adorable, it was sweet, it was what I wanted. It's not necessarily a 5 for me, but it is like a 4. Yeah, a 4.5. It was my favorite so far from the series. I can't believe we're finally finishing this vlog. It took me 8 days to finish 24 hours. That is crazy. I thought I would finish it maybe in like 5 days. I did not think it would take me a little bit over a week to finish. In those 24 hours, we did read 3 books and completed all 3 books. I did not DNF any of them. We finished Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. This was a 4.75 book. I loved it. It was a close 5. Next book was The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. This was a 5-star. I love the imagination of this author. It was just a 5. A must read for this fall. And then lastly, I read a book on my Kindle, which was not on my TBR, but I was feeling an alien romance. So we read, what did we read? Resisting the Alien Writer by Ursa Dax. And this was a 4.5 out of 5. I also was debating on pushing it up to a 5. But again, it's just that gut feeling, you know? It's that gut feeling you get when it's a 5, and it's a solid 5. There's no question about it. Overall, really good books. Loved each story. Different genres, completely different vibes. So here we are, 24 hours, and that was hard, and I don't know how I'm going to condense this into a 15-20 minute vlog, so this might be a little bit longer than I expect it to be. Let me know down in the comments below if you read any of these books. Let me know what you think. But anyway, that is basically it for this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already and you would like to, please subscribe. I usually make book content, and now and then I make some lifestyle vlogs. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a beautiful day, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!